Love. They make it look dead easy, don't they? Films, songs, even bloody adverts. All hearts and flowers, smiles and sunshine. Bollocks. It's more like a swift kick in the knackers, if you ask me. Love's a right pain in the arse, and I'm here to tell you why. Welcome to my channel, by the way, Man of Thoughts. Because someone's got to be. Right, where was I? Ah, yes, love, or the lack thereof. Let's have it. First up, heartbreak. It's a classic, innit? We've all been there, feeling like the world has just crumbled beneath our feet. The pain is real and it cuts deep. Like a bad curry, it hits you hard and leaves a nasty taste in your mouth. You think you can handle it, but it lingers, making everything else seem worse. Take Barry, for instance. Lovely bloke, thick as two short planks, but a lovely bloke. Always had a smile on his face, even when things were tough. Fell head over heels for Sharon from accounts. She was the light of his life, the reason he got up in the morning. Sharon ran off with the milkman. Just like that, she was gone, leaving Barry in pieces. Last I saw of Barry, he was drowning his sorrows in a kebab shop, sobbing into his chips. Not a pretty sight. He was a shadow of his former self, lost and broken. Heartbreak, my friends, it's a killer. It takes a toll on you, both mentally and physically. Literally, if you count the state of Barry's arteries. All that comfort food trying to fill the void only made things worse. Heartbreak can be a real killer in more ways than one. Next up, we've got jealousy. That green-eyed monster always lurking in the shadows, waiting to pounce. My mate Dave, he's got it bad. His Mrs. Tracy, she's a right looker, I'll give her that. But Dave, he's got the insecurities of a chihuahua in a room full of Great Danes. Every time Tracy talks to another bloke, Dave's convinced she's running off with the milkman. Poor sod's a nervous wreck. Jealousy, it'll turn you into a right nutter, quicker than you can say, pass the crisps. Section 4. Expectations versus reality. Life's a kick in the teeth. And then there's the expectations. Oh, the expectations. We dream big, don't we? We imagine these grand, sweeping moments that will take our breath away. We've all been there, haven't we? Surrounded by friends, yet feeling utterly alone. The contrast is stark and often jarring. Building up this picture-perfect image in our heads, we envision sunsets and endless beaches, hand in hand with our soulmate. Only to have reality come along and smash it to bits. The perfect image shatters, leaving us to pick up the pieces. My Nan always said, love's like a cup of tea. It's comforting, warm, and soothing. It's all well and good until you find a spider in it. Wise words, Nan. Wise words. She had a way of putting things into perspective. You expect fireworks and grand gestures, those moments that make your heart race and your eyes sparkle. But you end up with burnt toast and passive-aggressive text messages. The reality is often far less glamorous. Life, my friends, has a funny way of kicking you in the teeth when you least expect it. It's in those moments of solitude and pain that we truly understand the unpredictability of life. But maybe, just maybe, it's these very kicks that shape us, that mold us into who we are meant to be. They teach us resilience, patience, and the art of finding beauty in the mundane. So the next time life kicks you in the teeth, remember it's just another chapter in your story. A story that's uniquely yours, filled with highs, lows, and everything in between. Section 5. Man of Thoughts. Finding the humor in the bleak. In the darkest of times, when everything seems to be falling apart, sometimes the only thing you can do is find a reason to laugh. It's a coping mechanism, a way to keep the darkness at bay. So there you have it, love. It's a complex, often confusing emotion that can bring both immense joy and profound sorrow. But in the midst of all the chaos, there's always a sliver of humor to be found. It's a minefield out there, more dangerous than a night out with my mate, Gaz, after 10 pints of lager. Navigating the world of relationships can feel like walking through a battlefield where every step is fraught with potential pitfalls. But hey, look on the bright side, eh? Even in the bleakest moments, there's always a glimmer of hope, a reason to smile, even if it's just at the absurdity of it all. At least it gives us something to moan about. And let's face it, complaining can be oddly therapeutic. It brings people together, creates a sense of camaraderie and shared misery. And let's be honest, there's nothing more British than a good moan. It's practically a national pastime, a way to bond over the little annoyances of life. If you've enjoyed this bleak yet strangely comforting descent into the depths of romantic despair, then do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Join me on this journey as we navigate the ups and downs of life, finding humor in the most unexpected places. Man of thoughts, because sometimes all you can do is laugh. In the end, laughter is what keeps us going, what helps us survive the toughest of times. So let's embrace the absurdity and find joy in the bleak. Section 6, Love Bites, a Cautionary Tale. So the next time you're tempted to fall head over heels, remember this: love bites. And it usually leaves a nasty scar. You've been warned.